All right, number 2. So as you see, it says use the prime factors method to find the greatest common factor. So sometimes it will ask you to do it one way or the other. I really don't mind. You can do it whichever way you want to. However, sometimes it will prompt you and you will have to do the prime factors method, because they will ask you what is the prime factorization of each of those numbers. Well, in this case, it is not asking for the prime factorization of any of these numbers. So that would lead me to believe that you can do it any method that you choose. So we will go ahead and do prime factorization method. I'm just looking at these, and it looks like it's going to be hard to try to find something that all of those numbers are divisible by to start with the box method, but it can be done with the box method as well. So let's do prime factorization method first. So since 92 is even, I will divide by 2, and that will leave me with 46. And then 2 is prime. 46 is not, so 46 is still even. I will divide that by 2 again, and that would leave me with 23. And then 2 and 23 are both prime. So the prime factorization of 92 is 2 squared times 23. That seems, all right, let me double check this. Let me double check. Let's just say 4 times 23. And we do get 92. Okay, so that's okay. This seems a little bit different. 4 times 23. So that's the prime factorization there. All right, then we're going to do 230. 230. All right, since it ends in 0, I'm going to go ahead and divide by 10 and 23. Okay, so there's that 23 again. 23 is prime. 10, 2 times 5. And then both of those are prime. So the prime factorization of 230 is 2 times 5 times 23. Okay. And then 207. All right, so if I add up 2 and 7, it gives me 9. With 0 is 9. So I know that this is divisible by 3 by using the divisibility rule. 3 is prime. If I do 207 divided by 3, which I'll use the calculator to assist me, just type it, 207 divided by 3, that will give us 69. Okay, 69 is also divisible by 3, so I'm going to divide that by 3, and that's going to give us 23. All right, and then that's prime. So the prime factorization of 207 is going to be 3 squared times 23. All right, now since we have 3 numbers, we're looking at what they all have in common. Okay, so we have a 2, 2, but this one doesn't have a 2, so I won't use a 2. Then the only other number this one has is 23. We do have a 23, and we do have a 23 here. So the only thing they all have in common is 23. And no other number, so greatest common factor is going to be 23. So it doesn't matter the other numbers when you're doing greatest common factor. Greatest common factor is only going to take what they have in common. Okay, so only take what's in common. Now that's important to remember, because when you do least common multiple, it will be different. Okay, so greatest common factor here is 23. I would not have been able to figure that out if I was trying to do the box method. 23 would have not come to mind. All right, so this one, greatest common factor it says use the method of dividing primes. So it says dividing primes. You can divide whatever you want to. It doesn't have to be primes. Primes just kind of, help you see prime factorization as well. But you can just divide any number that you see. So we're going to do the dividing primes method. That's what I'm calling the box method. So 315 and 525. All right, both of these are divisible by 5. So I'm going to start out with a 5. And then 315 divided by 5, which I can probably do mental math. 5 goes into 36 times. And then 15 3 times, so they give us 63. And then 5 goes into 5 once. And then 25 5 times, so 105. Okay, from there, I believe both of these are divisible by 3. If I add those up, that will give me 9. If I add those up, that will give me 6. Both of those are divisible by 3, so divide by 3. That will give us 21. Divide by 3, and that will give us 35. And then I will continue. Both of these numbers are divisible by 7. They're factors of 7. So divide by 7, that will give us 3. Divide by 7, that will give us 5. Okay. So at which point they're prime, and I could not take anything else out of. But the numbers that I did divide out were 3, 5, and 7, which we did before. So if we multiply those together, that will give us greatest common factor of 5 times 3 times 7, which is 105. Okay, this is one that we saw earlier.